Yeah, so what's up, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is another end of the month, and at least half of the year has passed by. And I want to, show you guys how my month has been. To be honest, this has been the toughest month I've ever had. So I got a comment from someone, like two or three people, asking me about my previous video, the indicator that I use, my settings for my trading view, the settings, color, and everything. I'm going to be showing you guys everything in this video. So first of all, I'm going to start by showing you the settings in my trading view. What I set, what I use. So first of all, I use two indicators. I use Asian range, identify my Asian sessions, and then I use KZ boxes. That's like the indicator from the trading view here. So I think this is it. So I just use KZ boxes to identify my session London and New York. That's what I trade in GPUSD. And also in gold, I trade the same thing. And this Asian session by Nico. I set it to my country time. So yeah, just my Asian sessions, and also my settings, my trading view is like this. The body, borders, black. Then the week, also black. Yeah, so nothing pretty much. Um, just basic, simple settings. Yeah, then about my few Fibonacci levels, I think this is it. I have two Fibonacci. This one is for my RR, it's reward, and I have the one for premium and discount. This is it. So for premium and discount, this is settings. Yeah, and then for my RR, enter an RR. This is settings here. Nothing much. You can pause the video and yeah. So let's go into the month of July. Let's start from the first July. People that have been on my YouTube most times know how I trade the London session in GBUSD. And honestly, I've used this pattern of trading to flip accounts, to pass evaluations, and yeah. So let's start from first July. I'm going to run it pretty much fast on the 15-minute time frame better. Yeah, so let's just from July. So what I normally do is wait for session to open. London opens. This is this is my Asian range. Yeah. This indicator I show you guys. Yeah, this is the Asian range. And this is what I wait for. Once price breaks structure, wait for it to come back at this level or this level. But this one came back at this level. I entered here, got stopped out, and I entered again. I entered here, then the stop loss was at this level, got stopped out here, then I entered again, and then it hit the profit. That is how my month started on July, which is very, very tough. And then moving on to the next day, this day, I think this is NFP thing. This happened. NFP was on Thursday in July. This happened, price spiked up and then did this and then did that again. But I didn't see any pure entry on this day. That's by the way. This is the next day. Price broke the social low. They didn't come back at this level for me to sell. That is also okay. Then this day is a beautiful price action. BOS at this level. Yeah. Then my entry at this level here. Boom. TP. Like clean buys. So I'm pretty much sad because I didn't take all these trades because I didn't take most of them because I wasn't in the right headspace to take them. And then moving on to the next day, which is the 7th of July, I also had this, you know, pretty messy price action in London Open. So I just left it, and then New York opened, broke the structural low here with a clean break candle, and then put back at this level for no, for short. This is about the short, and then 20 stop loss. You get a 40-50, maybe during London close, then you get a TP. So, but my pattern on trading GBUSD is pretty much simple. Just break and retest, London open, London close, and then. But I'm moving to gold because why wouldn't I move to gold? Gold has been doing pretty much good, and I'm trying to develop a pattern or trading strategy around gold so that I can be able to make it most off of it. But what I learned about gold is that you don't force entries on gold. If you force entries on gold, or if you kind of like impatience on gold, you're going to be burnt really, really bad. And I learned the hard way. But yeah, I believe that every single lesson, I can't be that perfect. You understand? I can't be that perfect, and which is also fine. Then this is first. Okay, for so yeah, this is first July. This is supposed like what I pretty much do on gold is that whenever I see an impulsive move, I just put my Fibonacci levels and then draw the you know premium and discount, and you will see how it goes. So, well, you have to also be in line with the trend. Like most of the trades now, this trade now, yeah, is pretty much basic price action, break and retest structure, and I would have entered it. You understand? But let's just use our basic Fibonacci level. Let's just say that this is a one single move. This one single move. I'll just put my Fibonacci like this and then draw it this way. I'll use premium and discount level. So you have the right to enter at this level, but the most safe place to enter is at the 0.5 level of the Fibonacci level. 0.5 is this level, and you have to kind of see it falls in line with something, fair value gap, other blocks, or even break and retest. Don't just enter it blindly. If you enter it blindly, price might keep just something like price might continue going down this like the price might continue going down like this. But you have to look for something at this particular 0.5. Maybe you wanted to enter at 0.25, but 0.25 doesn't look good to you. So okay, let's wait for 0.5. 0.5, you entered at this level, nice. You have two confluence. One, this structure. Number two, price is breaking structure height and keep pushing up. That's when you can enter. Then, okay, after this move, price has taken out this high. What will you do the next day? Draw a Fibonacci again from the low to the high that you have ever seen. This is the high for the after the NF. This is the high. So will we be looking for buys or looking for sales? We should be looking for buys. And price came at this 0.25 and started halting. What you have to do is look for type of structure. Number one, it is reacting from this level. Um, you can call it breaker block or anything, but it's reacting on this level. What you have to do is just look for pattern here, whether BOS or anything to confirm your buys. But what I can see here is break structure heights, and then you enter here, and then boom, start going up. This is not a 100% winning strategy. You might have days that you lose trades, and it is okay to lose those trades. So then moving on to the next one. After price has hit the TP highs in the Asian range, you can draw it like this again, and then this is it. You can enter here, but this is going to take you the whole day. So you might just close up at this level, maybe at 1 to 1. Moving on, when price did this, once price violates some sort of structure above this level and around this level, you should switch your bias to from buys to sales. That is where this one comes in. To draw the sales, you start from the top to the least bottom you have seen. This is the bottom you have seen. And then you might remember what we said, price must also fall in line with something. You can call this a breaker block. Yeah. But maybe you don't trust this enough, then price takes this low. Like, okay, now let me sell. Can I sell here? Price did this, and maybe close that at 1 to 1 or 1 to 2. And then that is it for the day. Pretty more simple, right? Then you can draw it again on this level. So this is now your new highs, lower highs. This is your new lower low. Draw it here and wait for price to come back here. Price, hold the structure here, reacted from here, but it got stopped out on stop loss. Oh, that's on stop loss, and then boom, pushed up. You say it is okay, it is fine. You don't have to, overthink it. But you are still pretty much bearish, or maybe you change your bias. But this has happened throughout the whole day. Then you saw that the Asian session, sorry, the price has break a new low. Yeah, this is a new low. This buy happened in the morning, and during the London session, New York session, it's dumped. And what do you have to do? You draw it again from there to here. If you're trading Asian session, you can get in on this beautiful, nice trade that formed around this level, 0.25. Price reacting from this low again, this low again, and then you entered here, boom, clean sells from this level. I like using 250 stop loss and then 3R. This is the most beautiful price action that I've ever seen. This is pretty much my strategy on gold, my entry. So yeah, if I keep going throughout the whole month, it's going to be boring to you guys, but you have gotten the blueprint, everything on how I set my Fibonacci levels and everything and how I do it. So you can just practice this on your own. The way I'm teaching you guys, I'm also practicing on my own here. If you have so many confluence one is reacting from a previous low, confluence two is breaking a new structure, then you can move in on and buy or sell. So yeah, I hope this video makes sense to you. And yeah, that is how I trade gold. So yeah, I've seen everything about my trading and my journey and everything about the whole GBP, USD and gold, how I trade them. It's not an easy strategy to learn, but it's simple. When you get the whole concept, it's simple. All you have to do is to wait. If you learn to be patient, that means you can win in this game. This game is all about patience, and yeah, that's just it. So I hope you guys like this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. I will see you guys next week.